awfully disconnected from nature and really just not yourself lately, then this video is for you. Especially if you're someone like me who works remotely, stares at the computer screen all day, and you live in a place that does not have an abundance of nature like the Midwest or a city. So I've been facing this problem ever since I moved back home from college, and I wanted to come up with a way to connect with the natural world even while being confined indoors most of the day. I remember a few years back when I was living in Australia and I just felt so one and connected with nature and myself. And while most of that was due to me being outdoors all the time, a lot of it also had to do with a new habit that I picked up, meditation. That was the first period in my life that I was consistent with meditating every day, and I found it quite hard to explain and put into words how it impacted me, and so I drew this picture just to depict how it changed my life. And I wanted the same feeling of peacefulness and clarity back in my life, and so I came up with a new meditation technique which I'm about to share with you today. So for this technique, I sit in a comfortable cross-legged position either on the floor or on my bed, and I play the sound of a river flowing along with Zen music in the background. I then envision that I am sitting on a rock and that the river is flowing forward right in front of me. Then I focus deeply on my breath, and when a thought arises in my mind, I imagine that a little rubber ball rose up to the surface of the water right in front of me. The ball is a representation of that thought, and I simply observe it for what it is. It's just a thought. I don't identify with a thought, and I don't judge it. I simply just observe it. Then I label the thought with a color. Yellow means that I was thinking back on the past, green means that I was thinking about the future, red stands for worries or anxiety, purple is daydreaming and fantasizing, and blue is everything else. Once I do that, I then let the ball float on down the river. In other words, I just let it go. Then I come back to my breath, and when I'm breathing, I focus just on how good it feels to fill my body up with air. I was watching this surfing documentary the other day where this woman was wiped out from this huge wave, and she was fighting for her breath for like over 2 minutes. And so when I'm meditating, I really try to cherish my breath and to not take it for granted. Then when another thought arises to the surface, the process just repeats itself. Many think that meditation is about clearing away your thoughts, and this is one of the biggest misconceptions that people have. Meditation is about observing your thoughts and learning not to judge them, and this meditation will show you just how to do that. From doing this technique, I learned that my mind has so much chatter going on. It's constantly bouncing from one thought to the next, to the next, to the next. But by doing this in the morning for 15 minutes, my mind does much less bouncing throughout the day, and I become way more productive. Also, I feel much more connected with nature, and my anxiety is alleviated. Now, I know that a lot of you are thinking, meditation? I don't have time for that. I'm always so busy. You say that, but I bet that your screen time tells another story. So I challenge you to swap 15 minutes of your screen time every morning with meditating. Really just sit down and face yourself and get to understand how your own mind is running. And please try out my method, but don't just stick with that one. There are 9 different types of meditations that you can explore, so try them all and see which one resonates the most with you. They say that on average it takes 66 days to form a habit, which is just a little bit over 2 months. And the way I really lock this into my daily routine is by not allowing myself to brush my teeth until I've meditated. So I wake up, I make my bed, meditate, then I'm allowed to brush my teeth. That's just me. Maybe it'll work for you too, but anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts about this video in the description below. Hit that like and subscribe button before you go, and I'll see you soon for the next video.